Yep, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, huge fight. And for a heavyweight title fight, very rare to see the line this tight. For our friends at MyBookie, you can go to mybookie.ag, use the promo code ATLAS for a 50% credit on your first deposit. They've got Alexander Usyk at a slight 1.5 to 1.5 favorite, minus 156 to plus 117. For Tyson Fury, over under 10.5 rounds, minus 200 on the over, plus 140 on the under. There's some interesting lines, though, if you want to pick the winning method, such as Usyk by decision gets you back 170. Fury by knockout gets you plus 300. But we can get into the specific methods of victory after you give you a breakdown of the fight and predictions. But that's what we have from the people at MyBookie to set the stage. Teddy, take it away. What are we looking for?
This is very interesting. You can make an argument for both sides. Easy. Coming off the first fight. Easy. You could say, hey, at the end of the 6th round, Fury had him hurt with a right uppercut. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And then what does he do? He comes back in the 10th round, Usyk. I think it was the 10th, 9th to 10th, whatever it was. He comes back and he hurts Fury, as I said earlier, almost finishes him. He was behind in the fight. He had to come from behind to win. It was still close. It was still close going even after the knockdown. It was close, but you know what that first fight was? It was a matter of Usyk getting things done when it didn't look like he was getting anything done. It looked like he was losing rounds, but he was winning. He was like a guy that puts money in the bank that is not seeing anything for it, but he knows he's going to get dividends from it later. He's going to get interest later. Even though he's not seeing nothing. First 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 8 rounds, he's, especially the first 6, he's not winning the rounds. Fury's jabbing, he's moving, he's picking spots, he's winning around. But Usyk, although he's not winning on the scorecards, he's the guy who's getting interest. He knows what he's doing. There's a method to his madness. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's applying pressure. He ain't winning the rounds. He's not winning the battles, but he's going to win the war. And he's putting pressure, being the boss. Pressure breaks pipes. Pressure breaks men. Pressure wears people down. He was wearing them down psychologically, physically. Pressure. And finally he got him to a spot where the pressure paid off. He traps him on the ropes and he catches him and almost finishes him. And he winds up winning the fight by decision. I think this time Fury's got to make a change. One of two things, it's up to him because he is versatile. Yeah, he could back him up, not be backed up. Back up the smaller guy. You back him up behind your jab at the right way, the right range. Yeah, you could do that. Or, and this would be the or, I would take the or if I'm the trainer. Set yourself more. Bend your legs a tiny bit more. Set yourself, grab the floor a little bit. And control range, which you are taller, you are longer, you are bigger. Control the range, but step off. Don't just move. Be set to punch. So it's not easy for him to come in. So he feels pressure trying to get in. Where you control him at the end of your punches, keep him at the end of your jab, and then take little steps back to keep that range where you keep him reaching for you. You keep him going through a bad neighborhood to get to you, where you have a chance to mug him on the way through that neighborhood. So you get set. You don't just move around. You set, you control range. You don't have to back him up. That's your option. But you control him for the long term. For 12 rounds, I think my option's better. You control him at the end of the jab and you step off. Or if you have wheels on a chair, you do what I'm doing. You roll back. And you roll back, but you're always set. You're never letting him really have freedom to just feel he could just walk in. You always got a threat on him. Always a threat on him. Now, if you're Usyk, you just say I do the same thing, right? You're looking to press, but he's got options. He's versatile. He's dimensional. This time, maybe if the other guy presses, now he counter punches. He makes him pop, Makes him pop. He's done that before. He used the legs. He used the ring. Those are the options of change. At the end of the day, very interesting fight. If I was giving advice to both guys, if I'm giving advice to Usyk, don't fall behind this time. Use your jab a little more. Yeah, press, but use your jab when you're doing a little bit more. You know, you did some good body work. Continue with that body work. But to try to take the legs away, if he uses the legs, if he does, Fury, but use your jab. If he comes at you, counter punch, but don't mix in the pressure with a little bit more punching, scoring, so you don't fall behind. You know, in a smart way without fighting a fight that's the wrong fight for you. Now, if I'm Fury, I already said the main stuff. Set yourself more, use your jab like you were, but be more set. Use the uppercut more. You landed it. You didn't throw it that often. You landed it. Now, if I'm on the other side of Usyk, I'm going back and forth. If I'm on the other side, I said, if he throws that uppercut, look to slip it and hit him with a counter left hook. Ha-ha! A counter hook, I should say. It's a southpaw. So it would be actually a straight left hand. Slip it, throw the straight left hand. So you slip to your left and counter with a left hand. If he throws that, or beat him to it without even slipping. Just fill the hole with a left hand if he drops the right uppercut. Right hand for the uppercut. But again, if I'm Fury, I'm looking to use that uppercut the right way, but I'm looking to use it more. I'm looking to use it more because you scored with it. You didn't use it enough. Use it more. And put something on top of it. You hit him with the right uppercut, put the left hook with it. Hit him with two instead of one. And the final thing for Fury, the guy who lost, so maybe he should get a little bit more advice. The final thing would be go to the body a little more. You know, go to the body. You went in there knowing that he's been hurt to the body before. You threw some good body shots, but you didn't stay there. You affected him to the body, but you didn't stay there. You didn't do it enough, consistently enough. That word consistency, so important. So important in life, in anything you do in life. So at the end of the day, are you ready for my prediction? I'd like to know those. Please, Ken, give me those props again. Give me the whole rundown from the great MyBookie people. If you're going to bet with your head. Make sure that you can afford it. Don't bet if you can't afford it. You got some extra money, you want to do a little something, fine. Otherwise, no.
All right. So the money line is Usyk minus 150, Fury plus 117. Over 10.5 rounds, minus 200. Under, plus 140. Winning method, Usyk by decision, plus 170. Fury by decision, plus 340. Usyk by KO, plus 250. Fury by KO, plus 300. There you have it. And then you can go, will the fight go the distance? Minus 150 for yes, plus 110 for no.
So I'm starting with Usyk. I'm taking Usyk. I think he's going to win. I think, again, this is a guy who finds ways to win. It's in his DNA. I don't think it's an accident that he wins all the time. Then I'm going to say, you know what? They were both hurt. I'm going to put a play. I'm going to put a play on Usyk to win by knockout. What am I getting back? 250? That's nice. That's a nice little play. And then I might take a small play, a little smaller play, and put it on. Don't get crazy, people. I'm going both ways. Yeah, I admit it. I am. I'm playing. I think there's a method behind my reasoning and madness. I'm going to do a small play then by knockout for Fury. He gets 3. You get 300 back. So I'll do a smaller play. Just a small play. Either way, you get money back. You could lose one and win the other. You're still going to win. I'm going to do a small play on both by knockout. But a little bit bigger on Usyk. Just a little bit. All right? So I got that. But I got Usyk. That's my main play. I got him to win. As far as the under-over, I'm not laying that because, everyone figures it to be an overplay. That's why the money is, you got to lay money on the over. But I wouldn't be shocked if, like I just said, if somebody knocked the other guy out. And here's the final thing. This is what this fight comes down to, people. I don't think anyone else will go touch on this is the reason why I'm picking Usyk. I think both guys, it was like the Trill in Manila, where Ali and Frazier left parts of themselves in that ring. I've always talked about, that's why I'm so passionate about protecting fighters, about going after bad judging, bad refs, because they do damage to a guy that only has a certain amount of time on his clock to make money, to make success, to have success, to take care of his family and then get out. There's only so much time, because when you rob a guy, you rob him of that time. It's different than robbing a guy that before they hit instant replay in baseball for going to first base and you rob him. He comes up the next inning and he can make up for it. But when you rob a guy in boxing, especially on their way up, they got to go to the back of the line, face thousands of punches to get back to that place to take care of their family. Place they already earned. Place they already went to, and you screwed them. You screwed them. And they might never get to that place again. That's why I get so nuts. You leave a piece of yourself in the damn ring. And in Manila, Ali and Frazier left a piece of themselves in that ring. They were never the same. And I think they left a good part of themselves in the ring that night, similar to that. It was a hell of a fight. And both guys took punishment, especially Fury. But both guys are getting older. That goes into play too. And I think it comes down to not if both guys left something in the ring. I don't think there's a doubt that they left something in the ring. But who left more? For me, that's what this fight comes down to, Ken. Who left more in the ring of themselves in that first fight? And I'm going to say it was Fury, that he left more of himself. And if I'm right, Usyk wins. And if I'm wrong, it's going to be a hell of a fight. So either way, I'm taking Usyk. I just gave you my plays. Have fun with it. Don't get too serious with it.